Welcome back, guys. Reggie versus Solace coming to you with another Giants video. And I'm going to keep this short. I'm going to keep this sweet. It was a bad loss by the New York Giants. Of course, Dallas wins. I think they had, 40 something points. The big things from this game that just ended was Saquon going down with the injury and Daniel Jones going down with the injury. Let's get into some of the notes that I have here, and then we'll discuss a little bit about the stats, and we'll get on out of here. It was a bad loss by us, but some good things happened in the game, which was surprising. All right, so real quick, the interception by Lorenzo Carter was a fantastic play. Big play. First drive of the game, Lorenzo Carter gets the interception, but we weren't able to do anything with it. That was bad by the New York Giants. But Lorenzo Carter making that play was nice. I liked how Graham had the defense playing today. I know the score doesn't indicate that. I know that. But I felt, especially in the first half, we were in the game. It was 10-17. We were right there. So I like that. It was a bad drop by Tony, the second note I had. It ended up to a missed field goal. We tried to get some points, but we didn't. Bad drop by Tony. Tony had a great game. Bonehead play getting disqualified, but it was garbage time anyway. But that was a bad drop. But he redeemed himself within the game. I'll say that. Good pass breakup by McKinney. I don't like McKinney because I prefer Landon Collins, and I know Landon Collins is not game breaking in Washington. I liked him when he played for us. I like that he led with his head, meaning that he wanted to get the tackle. He wanted contact. I feel McKinney's the total opposite. They went to the same school, but it was a good pass breakup by McKinney in the end zone, which led to Dallas scoring their field goals. Dallas scored a ton of points this game. Big fumble recovery by from Dak. And I wrote down here two turnovers by the defense. That's just when I wrote this. I think we may have had three. I'll say this. I felt that Daniel Jones was trying to test Jason Garrett, Joe Judge, was trying to test Trayvon Diggs because he was wrapped up. They played man in Dallas, and he was on Kenny G all game. Kenny G left with, of course, a knee injury. But I felt like testing Diggs was a bad idea. I know he wants the ball, but I don't feel the Giants should be a team we're just predicated on getting one receiver the ball. If that's the case, I would have kept Odell Beckham, who's 10 times the receiver in New York that Kenny Golladay is. That's just my opinion, right? I don't feel testing Diggs is a good idea. I feel you should treat him like how Prime was, because he has a knack for the ball. And his brother's good, so they are a hardcore playing family. I don't want to test either of them. But we did, and we got burnt for it. Then Saquon goes down with the injury to his ankle. I feel like this, and this could be a hot take, but I'm always on this channel. I'm going to give you my thoughts and not give you what everyone else is thinking. You can go watch those guys. I feel that Saquon should lose 10 to 15 pounds. And the reason I'm saying that is because he's so big and bottom heavy, your ankles can never get big. He can get to 300, 400 pounds, whatever the fuck, with his quads, with his legs, with his calves, but your ankles stay the same size forever. And it becomes a point where there's too much weight. And I feel like these nagging ankle type injuries are happening with Saquon. And I feel a way to kind of balance that is to just lose weight. Will he lose some explosiveness? Yes. But I feel he'll gain availability. And remember, we learned from Eli. We learned from Daniel Jones. The best ability is availability. That's just my take. It could be a hot take. Saquon could be who he is. I feel if he is who he is, he'll always be injured, and he'll be a shell of his potential. That's why I feel his career is projecting right now. That could be a hot take. That's how I feel. I feel he should lose 10 to 15 pounds, put him into like the 220 range, maybe 218, And then I feel he'll have availability to last 16, 17 games to help his ankles out because he is a big dude at only 5'11". He's not 6 foot, by the way. He's 5'11". 230, that's a big dude. And I feel his ankles aren't holding up. That's just my take. I feel Evan Ingram had some nice catches in this game. He had a nice catch here on the sideline, and then another nice catch adjusting to Mike Glennon's pass. So I feel I feel actually Evan Ingram had a solid game. Didn't have drops that I saw, which was good. The punch by Tony, I feel he did get shoved down. All the Giants fans saw he got shoved down. I feel he lost his head. I know he's a Florida boy, and like I said, I've lived in Florida for 10 years. I know how to get. I feel he shouldn't have retaliated with a punch, especially, it's not like the NBA where you're punching at the person's face. You got armor on, dude. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Let him get that play. I don't think number 18 or whatever was going to get called for it, which was bad. They were in Dallas, but he got eliminated out the game. While maybe he could have had another catch or two. But overall, he had a great stats. Yeah. And then I put down here, even though Booker made that touchdown, I just don't like not Lorenzo Booker. That's my boy from Florida State, Devontae Booker. Like I said, I'm a Wayne Gallman fan. I do not like Devontae Booker. I don't feel he's good. I feel him slipping all over the field was bad. I don't know what the coach is seeing that, but I'm not a coach. Look at that fumble. I should be showing this. Let me show you. Let me show you this this play that we got going on right here. Actually, let me do this screen here. You do this screen right here. Yeah. Let's do this right here, man. So we're seeing. I'm gonna go back. This was a nice catch by Tony right here. Very, very nice catch by Kadarius Toney. So let's go. Let's see some stats and then we'll get up out of here real quick. It's not gonna be a long video at all. All right. Mike Glennon, 60 for 25, 196. We already know Mike Glennon is a backup quarterback for a reason. He had 2 interceptions. He tested Trayvon Diggs, and I think someone named Brown on the other cornerback got a late game interception from Mike Glennon. Daniel Jones was moving the ball down the field, and I feel in the first half we were in the game. I definitely feel we were doing good in passing, keeping up with them, and of course. The second half of the game, we needed to be scoring 44 points to keep up with them, and we didn't. Of course, we were injured. Devontae Booker actually had rushing because Saquon went down with the injury. You know me, I hate injuries. I hate talking about them. It's a demoralizing thing for the Giants, and I guess we're just going to be looking to get 2 top 10 picks upcoming year because we're looking bad. Devontae Booker has 16 carries, 42 yards. He did have the scrappy touchdown. He had a touchdown reception and a touchdown run. I just don't like him. Simple as that. It's good, I guess, for the Giants to have a backup. You got to trust in your coaching staff. I'm not a fan of Devontae Booker, and I'm not going to be a fan of Devontae Booker. Simple as that. You guys can like him. That's cool. Congrats. I don't like the guy. I would prefer Wayne Gallman. And also, too, another thing. Another reason why I feel like that is because I want to be a team that can trust our draft picks to pan out. And I think Gallman was like a 3rd or 4th round draft picks. I'm a draft guy. I love the draft. I had hopes of being drafted. I'm a draft guy. I don't like blowing picks and having them leave 4 years, after we pick them. It's bad design. We're never going to be a good team. That's a reason why we're building for the last 5-6 years is because we can't hit on our draft picks. I want draft picks to be able to be signed to the first and potentially second contract. And Gallman just goes after 4 years. I don't like it. I thought he was a good backup to Saquon. Simple as that. He comes from a championship organization in Clemson. But I honestly don't give 2 fucks about freaking whatever his face is, Booker. Moving on, receiving. You see big Kadarius Toney. 10 receptions, 189 yards. He almost had a touchdown. Amazing game by him. He's got some Odell shiftiness breaking. He can be a number 1 receiver. Not even a slot guy. He can be a number 1 receiver, getting the more play time. I have no idea why Joe Judge took 4 games as his preseason in the regular. We can't do that. We can't go 0-4, 1-4. We can't do that. I don't know. I can't call it. Kyle Rudolph had that one nice catch. He doesn't get targets, though. Like I said, he caught the warning ball that was thrown to him. It is what it is. John Ross had 5 targets. He only caught one of them for 13 yards. You know, he almost had that touchdown, but he didn't get the foot down in bounds. It is what it is. But, of course, big injuries. Kenny Galladay, injury. Saquon Barkley, injury. And, of course, Daniel Jones, injury. No fumbles this game. Mike Glennon did fumble, but whatever. I don't even care about Mike Glennon. We know we're not going anywhere with Mike Glennon. That's what I would love to have a young quarterback. There's no hope in Mike Glennon. He's not a good backup. It is what it is. Like I said, the interceptions was nice. James Bradbury almost had a nice interception that we needed. He didn't get it. He also got torched by CeeDee Lamb. Let's talk about that. Torched by CeeDee Lamb. Adoree Jackson's never been good. He's a short corner. He wasn't worth the money. It is what it is. He was getting beat down by Cooper. Cooper's a way better matchup, way better position player than Adoree Jackson. Yeah, it is what it is. So that's the game. Ezekiel had a good game. It was good seeing Tony Pollard. I like Tony Pollard. I'm a Tony Pollard fan. I wish we would have had that 1-2 punch with Gallman and Barkley, like Dallas has with Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard was hitting the holes. It was beautiful to watch. You know, even though he's doing it against my team, I'm a fan of Tony Pollard. Ezekiel had a good game. He had a couple touchdowns too. It is what it is. And Dak looked great. He's got good receivers, even with the other guy Gallup out. You know, the dudes Cooper or whatever the number 1 guy is. His jersey is number 1. He had a great game. Dallas looked great. Happy for Dak to see him get the win. Happy for the Cowboys fans to keep rolling. You got it. You know, they beat down the Eagles. They beat down the Giants. Those are games you need to win. And of course, our season's pretty much over. We're gonna hear in the middle of the week how long Saquon's out. Daniel Jones is at least out the next game because he looks like he took a bad hit. Last thing I want to say about Daniel Jones, I see why Eli always went down. You know, lived to fight another day. I feel Daniel Jones he has some Eli intangibles, and I feel he's like more tough. But it's a double-edged sword because that means he's going to miss games that Eli wouldn't miss. Eli was never out from an injury, and I love that about him. He was always dependable to get in the game. He may throw crazy picks. He may not make the play. He may be checked down Charlie, but he was always there, and that's something that I'm used to as a Giants fan because that's what I know. You know what I mean? And it sucks having to have backups come in the game. I'm not used to that as a Giants fan because backups don't come in the game for Giants. In the last 15 years of me watching this team. And I watched the team with Curry Collins. I watched the team with Phil Simms way back in 92 with the Lawrence Taylor, Felipe Sparks, Jason Sehorn days. I'm talking about since Eli was there in 2004, that's all I've known. You know what I'm saying? At least, in the last 20 years. And it's tough when you got to have a scrub backup like Mike Glennon come in the game. I don't like the guy. I don't like his brothers. Fuck those guys. But it is what it is. Giants go down to 1-4. Dallas 4-1. We'll go on next week, 1 o'clock, facing the Rams. And that's it. Let me know what you guys think. Giants fall to the Dallas Cowboys, 20-44. This is Reggie versus Solace. Signing out.